Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forest Job. It's a Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Today we're going to be taking on Norwich in the FA Cup after a 2-1 drubbing by Manchester City in our previous game. We'll get into the details of that in a second, but first I do have to ask a very slight favour, and that is that if you do enjoy this video and if you have enjoyed previous videos, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe and leave a comment underneath telling me that you did enjoy the content. Now we'll get on to the subject of Manchester City versus Nottingham Forest, and it was, as I said, a drubbing. I think Manchester City had 11 shots, 7 of which were on target. We only had 1 shot in the entire game. It was Hernandez, it was a header, and it was a goal. We nearly FM'd them. We really nearly did. But Kevin De Bruyne played an absolutely ridiculous through ball, which Aguero got on the end of and stuck it away, and that was the end of us, unfortunately. So I don't think, and this is me making my excuses now, I don't think the weather helped us, because it was a very rainy day and the ball didn't have any zip along the surface whatsoever. We do play all of our football on the deck, as you well know, and as a result I think that we were missing that little bit of penetration from the lack of pace along the ground. We really should have a plan B. We do have a plan B. His name is Sam Cosgrove. I just didn't think to employ him in time, especially with Hernandez having managed to get on the score sheet. I thought that we could work our way into scoring another goal, but that wasn't to be. That leaves us, I think, somewhere like 11th in the league, level on points with Wolverhampton Wanderers and Aston Villa. Newcastle and Leicester just behind us on 7, and West Ham just ahead on 9. Fulham, you can see, pulling away from us above in 8th. The rest of the table, we can have a quick look at it so you can see what's going on at the top. Liverpool, Manchester City and Tottenham leading the way. Liverpool taking an early lead, with City only a win behind. Tottenham really starting to lag behind, along with Arsenal. It's a battle of the North London Giants for 3rd place at the moment in the early stages of the league season. And at the bottom you can see Crystal Palace, Everton and Burnley are languishing at the other end of the table. As far as the goal scoring charts are concerned, you can see that we're not doing terribly, but again we are starting to lag a little bit behind. I am honestly amazed that West Ham have scored 2 goals and somehow have 9 points. They've won both of those games 1-0, obviously. That is astounding. They are a low-scoring side, but they get results when they need them. So we need to be more like them. We need to make the most of what we have when we have it. Anyway, on to today's game, which, as I mentioned before, is Norwich. It's at the Bergstadion because, of course, the FA Cup in Pro Evolution Soccer likes to throw you into neutral venues. So let's get going with that and go into the team selection, see who's going to be playing today. Now, Hlosek has been suggested to me as a rotation player. We should be playing him. And to be honest with you, I haven't got a problem with that now that he's back from injury after the Man City game. And I'm actually going to go with Nyangbo up front to start with. Hernandez is going to have a rest today, I've decided. Busquets can carry on playing, I think, in the defensive midfield role. But what I will do is I'm going to throw McKenna on to partner Worrell. And Bremer is going to have a complete rest, and Mbeso is going to come onto the bench for him. Anything else that we could do? I suppose we could throw Wilshere on for Yates on the bench. He can do a defensive midfield job, and it would give us a better form balance on the bench. So let's go with that, shall we? Harry Wilson, should we rotate completely the front three? Hell, why not? Lolly, after his promising start to the season, really has petered off quite dramatically. So this could be the chance for Wilson to shine in this game. If he can get a decent performance, I think he may very well start our next game, which tomorrow is going to be the 3rd match day of the Europa League against the team whose name I cannot remember or pronounce. So we'll have a look at that after this game so that you can see what to expect tomorrow. And then we'll probably jump forward a few games so that we can get a little bit further on in the league season. And I'm not going to go through every Europa League match day on this channel, I don't think, but we will go through enough of them that you can see what our progress is. Of course, if you would like us to concentrate on Europa League football, let me know in the comments below, and we can certainly do that for you. As Norwich kick off, and Yangbo is resplendent in his magician's gloves. I don't know why all of my players that wear gloves seem to like to wear these white gloves, but I'm not complaining. Norwich immediately are on the attack here. Here's Sis on the left-hand side. Zafuik does a good job of getting his foot to it. It's going to go out for a corner. We need to be careful. Norwich look like they have a fair amount of size about them, so defending corners is going to be really, really important as they whip one in. Hlošek's underneath it. Newball catches the ball, and we may be able to break here if we can get Willems away. And we have. He has men alongside him. He's going to play in Arcas here. Nyangbo's through. Oh, that's much better from Nyangbo than we've seen in previous games. And I think we've had a foul given against us there. Little nudge on a Norwich player, which apparently is deemed not fair, despite the fact that one of my players got absolutely bodied in the last game and nothing was given. But that did look like a little bit of a head-to-head contact, so understandable that perhaps play was stopped there as Edwards restarts from the defensive quarter with the free kick. We collect it fairly easily and are able to progress up the field in possession of the ball. Willems playing it through to Hlošek, who has the beating of his man. Oh, that's a dirty challenge. I think that will be not okay. That will be nothing. Apparently, I thought that was an absolute stonewall free kick at the very least, but no, apparently not. And will Wilson win this ball back? Well, he does eventually in the most bizarre of circumstances. Nyangbo trying the through ball, but not really getting his foot on it as he wanted, and it ends up going a little bit too straight as Willems just chests the ball down. No need to be fancy here. Here's another chance for Hlošek. He's getting closer. Nyangbo is getting closer with those passes. If we persist, we might get some joy here. Hlošek is definitely a player that loves to cut in. Busquets has missed out there, but he gets the ball back, lifts it over for Wilson, and it gets cleared out for a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. 16 minutes gone, nothing really happening as yet, but we live in hope as Wilson flights one in. Nyangbo underneath it, can't quite get to it. Hadji attempts to win that header, can't quite manage, and that's an interesting clearance by the Norwich defender. It will be another throw-in to Forest, which is taken very quickly. Wilson to Zafuik. All the way back to Worrell. Nyangbo, another good shot and a good save. Nyangbo was waiting for the return ball. Didn't come to him in the end, unfortunately. Oh dear, that's a bit of a mix-up. Hadji trying his best to win the ball back, but he can't manage it in the end, and Norwich get away with the ball. Now they'll try to hit us on the counter here, except that they're playing very slow. It's going around the back. Now they play a long one into Buendia down the wing. It's an effective outball, but not exactly what you would call a usual tactic. Here's Edwards now. Cuts inside again. Willems wins the ball. Good defensive work by the fullback. Nyangbo, oh dear. Well, he hasn't got a brilliant first touch on him, I don't think, Nyangbo, as far as one-touch passing is concerned, at least. We'll probably have to have a look at his abilities and see whether he does have one-touch passing. Probably not. It's not an ability that strikers necessarily have, though it is nice to have that ability with a striker for link-up play reasons. Busquets, Arcas going to win this. Plays it through for Nyangbo, who's in attack. He's going to look to square it. And it falls to a Norwich boot and finds its way safely out. No. Wrong pass. My fault entirely. Not going to blame the players for that one. Gibson back to the goalkeeper. Krul's going to knock it long. And we win back possession of the ball. Now we have to do something with it. Let's do something good, boys. Come on. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I would have preferred Willems not to have tried the spinning control that he so loves at that point. I think it was a case of good intentions but bad timing. Hadji into Nyangbo, controls it, takes a shot. Another brilliant save by Tim Krul. Safweek with the early cross in, Nyangbo underneath, can't do anything. Hadji again going for that early cross, and Busquets wins the ball back. It's been a decent display from the midfield so far. Wilson on the volley, maybe, no. He was thinking about it though. Now here's McKenna. Into Willems, loses the ball. Arcas trying to win it back, and does so. Kloschek to Nyangbo, another great save. Goalkeeper's too good. And Wilson controlling it when I didn't expect him to. Been more alive to it. I might have got something out of that, but Jesus. How good is Tim Krul today? He's been stopping them all over the gaff. Be more of that in the second half from Forrest and less of that in the second half from Tim Krul, if at all possible. There's Hadji over the top for Wilson, who's going to find it, I think. No, it's a very good bit of defending by Gibson. Gets a deflection off Wilson. It's going to be a goal kick. Excellent bit of play from the defender as the game is restarted. McKenna's looking to win this high up the pitch, and he does. That's a lovely, lovely touch. Oh, nearly. Kloschek really wanted to get on the end of that. You could see the hunger in his movement. Here's Wilson, though. It's just not quite. Oh, dear. Nyangbo very nearly getting on the end of that wayward pass. You can see the intention of the passing. It's all nearly coming together, but it's just not quite clicking. Nice pass into Hadji. Cross to Oriol Busquets. He's in space. He's got time. He's got the goal! Oriol Busquets, who so often tries the long ranges, has finally stuck it in the back of the net. And in a moment of unlikely lackadaisical concentration from Tim Krul, he's allowed one in, and it wasn't even in the corner. Look at this. He wasn't expecting it. He couldn't get anywhere near it. Broken concentration is the enemy of goalkeepers everywhere. Lovely pass from Hadji into Oriol Busquets. He certainly wasn't expecting to be able to get this far without being accosted by a defender. He let rip with the left foot, and wasn't it a good strike? So the game changes now. Norwich very much having to push forward, get themselves on the front foot. And Nottingham Forest, of course, will want to pick them off where they can when the gaps start emerging at the back, if they start emerging at the back. It's all very much ifs and buts at the moment. Here's Kloschek into Nyangbo, through to Wilson. He's got a chance himself here. Oh, it's just wide. Wilson with very nearly getting himself an FA Cup goal for his new club. The front three working pretty well together now. Perhaps Wilson could have held on to it for a teensy bit longer, just to steady himself. A little bit too eager to get him on the score sheet, I think. Worrell underneath it with Timo Pukki. Pukki wins the header, but Wilson wins the ball. Now Nyangbo through to Hadji. No, I wanted the ball to go all the way over. I didn't use enough of the triangle button there. And now Worrell and Ceesay are in a one-on-one foot race. Worrell using his strength expertly well. That's why he's the captain. They're just pressing a little bit now, Norwich, as you would expect from a team that needs a goal. Willems winning the throw-in. Ideally, I would have liked to see him get that ball away, but there we go. McKenna over to Worrell. Oh my word. Tetty. And there could be a chance here. He's crossed it into the middle. McKenna tackles. It's a great save by Newell. Brilliant save by the German goalkeeper. But a big mistake by Worrell. He'll have to concentrate a little bit more. Really was quite an audacious tackle by Tete. How he got away with it, I'm not quite sure. You really have to be expert at timing your tackles if you're going to put them in like that. Safweek is going to stick a long one over to Willems, and the header is won by a Norwich player, but we manage to get it back nonetheless. Oh, they really are pressing now. Worrell, long one over the top. Oh, Wilson's in lots of space. Oh my God, why did I play that ball? Safweek, he's got the pace, he's got the power. Can he find the cross? Yeah, oh, he nearly did. And Hlošek on the rebound. And it's 2-0. And it might not be pretty, but it still counts. Hlošek has scored for Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. It's a goal that he'll remember for some time. And it's a goal that the goalkeeper will want to forget. Off the post. And in on the rebound. Good near post cross by Safweek. He knew exactly where the player was going to be. And look at that, between the legs, right foot finish, cool as a cucumber. And it's 2-0. And with that goal, I'm going to make changes. Yuri Ribeiro will get a chance at left back. Would like to throw someone in at right back, but nobody can cover that role. At least nobody can cover it well. I could put Mbaye out there. Certainly defensively he could play the position, but he could be caught out. That's worth trying it, why not? No, none of my centre-backs can play right back. Now, who else? Let's have a look. Actually, do you know what? Harry Wilson, no, I thought he could play wing-back at least, but apparently not. Let's throw... No, fuck it. Let's throw on Wilshere for... I wanted to say Oriol Busquets, but maybe I'll just throw him further forward, because Busquets, despite the orange arrow, has been superb today. Doesn't deserve hauling off. So let's put Wilshere on for Arcas instead and see how things go. Well, we got away with that one a little bit. Oh my God, what am I doing? Maybe we won't get away with this. Timo Pukki in behind. McKenna is on him, but he rounds him very, very easily. Far too easily, actually. It's all just got a little bit shoddy. I'm going to have to improve. Oh, that's not the pass I wanted. I wanted Nyangbo. He was making the run. I could see the gap opening up. I wanted to play him into it. Right, here's Hadji. Can he stretch his legs now? Well, he could do if Tete didn't put in a tackle. And I think this time the Norwich number 7 will be booked. In fact, he is. It's a yellow card for Tete. He's been tackle happy all day long. And finally, one of his sliding tackles has got him into trouble. He'll have to watch himself now. Ribeiro to restart things into Mbaye. Back to Ribeiro again. Here's McKenna now. Ribeiro through the middle, strangely for him. Oh, Nyangbo, just look at where the ball's going, son. He'll come good. I'm sure he will eventually. Great header from Worrell. There's Hadji. Oh, he's run into problems there. Placheta with a fair tackle. To be honest, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Now Placheta, and Mbaye has not got the pace to keep up with him. In it comes, and fortunately for us, it's a really, really poor cross. Oh, Placheta is a pain in my arse. He's done Hadji again. But that's great from Busquets. The decision to keep him on paying off. And now Hadji coming forward. He's got runners all around him. Oh, so close. So close. Hlošek would have been away if it hadn't been for that foot being flung out in desperation. It's a brilliant bit of defending, really. Over the top for Hlošek. He might be in here. He is in here. Oh, the goalkeeper just gets to it ahead of him. Did really well to hold his run. Buendia over the top. We'll head it back to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper will punt it all the way to Mbaye So. And that will do. It's a solid performance for Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. Hope that we can replicate this kind of form in the league when we return to league action later in the week. But tomorrow, as you know, is going to be a game in the Europa League. We will get to that in a second as we just see the first few moments of the replays. Nyangbo, he got himself into some good positions. I wonder what his rating will be for this match. The defence was really good as well. Only the one shot for Norwich over the course of the match. Very happy with how we are defensively for the most part. It's just going forward that we're having trouble. If we can make that click, then this is a very exciting team. So Nyangbo with a 6.5, which is much, much better. Willems, amazingly, only getting a 4. I'm not sure I understand that particularly. Maybe he lost possession and didn't get his passes in. Let's have a look. No, I don't want Norwich. I want my team. Okay, here we go. So, 7 passes, 5 of them successful. 79 minutes on the pitch, 10 touches, made an interception, gave away a foul. Other than that, nothing else. I don't see why you would give him a 4.5 for that. Honestly, don't know how that qualifies as no, sorry. I mean, just by comparison, McKenna. So 12 touches, 90 minutes, 5 interceptions. Of course, he's a centre-back. Let's stop worrying about what the AI says, shall we? It doesn't matter, not unless I'm trying to sell him for a massive profit. Here's the rest of the FA Cup results then in round 2. Liverpool, Brighton and Hove Albion, Leicester City, Huddersfield and Arsenal, all with the home wins. And then the contingent away from home with victories were including ourselves, Bournemouth and Chelsea. In the second half of the draw, Manchester City beat Cardiff City. Sheffield United won their game 3-1 against Crystal Palace, further adding to Palace's woes. Fulham won on penalties against West Bromwich Albion. Tottenham beating Reading 2-0 at the Madejski. Everton with a really convincing 3-0 victory over Sheffield Wednesday. Another penalty victory for Watford over Wolverhampton after a 4-4 draw in normal time. That would have been a game I would have loved to have seen. Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 0, and Manchester United beating out Preston North End 2-0. So let's have a look at the brackets and who we will be facing in the next round. Oh, it's Arsenal. Oh dear. And then after that, I would imagine Chelsea are probably going to be favourites over Bournemouth. So if we were able to get past Arsenal, it would more than likely be Chelsea in the round after that. And then the round after that, I fancy Liverpool will probably get through. But that's problems for future Dave. Let's not worry about that. Let's have a quick look at who we're playing tomorrow. As I said before, we have a Europa League match and then 2 days break until the next Premier League game, as we just get a little update here about squad rotation, because we did play Hlošek, who was suggested as a rotational player. Let's be honest with ourselves, Hlošek will be a first team player before too long. It's just a matter of time of getting him involved, getting his knowledge of the team up and running. So your inclusion of Hlošek in the squad paid off today. Well, he wasn't the key to the victory. He showed us that this squad has great depth, or our teamwork won the game. Now you see, the teamwork winning the game thing, if this was Football Manager, that would be the one to go for, because all of the players would enjoy that. But I'm going to go with it showing that we have great depth, because I genuinely do think this year we have an incredible amount of strength and depth in this team. We won't necessarily use it, but it is there. Right, there we go. Now, we'll go into the schedule and just let you know who we're playing tomorrow. And it is, oh, of course, how could I have forgotten this name? Rotor Volgograd. There we go. That is going to be the subject of tomorrow's episode. Remember, if you like this episode, give it a like, click the subscribe button, leave me a comment to let you know what you thought. Until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.